Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. If you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know whenever a new episode is uploaded. Let's have a reality chat, and this is going to be about the new spin-off that Kandi has on the Bravo network, and it's called Kandi and the Gang. And I guess the Gang is a play off of the restaurant Old Lady Gang, one of her restaurants, and also I believe the singing group from back in the 80s and 70s, Kool and the Gang. I mean, think about it. Kandi and the Gang, Kool and the Gang. Okay, we get it. Or maybe you don't. Anyway, if you're not familiar with the show that was and still is on the Bravo network called Vanderpump Rules, it's a spinoff of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Lisa Vanderpump, who owns several restaurants. And the show, it pretty much surrounds and follows her staff, the work that they do in the restaurant, but it's more so not even so much the work that they do in the restaurants, but more so their lives outside of the restaurant. I've never watched Vanderpump Rules. I've watched The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I haven't been as dedicated to watching the Beverly Hills franchise because to me, all of these reality shows, especially the Housewives franchises, are pretty much, I believe, dated and irrelevant because it's just a bunch of women that are fussing and arguing with each other and going on trips with each other, and you don't even like everybody. Like, who does that in real life? Of course. But it's a reality show, so it's about the drama, and drama sells, not trauma. But anyway, I never watched Vanderpump Rules because I was just never interested in seeing these people and what they do outside of this restaurant or even in the restaurant, because it's pretty much people, especially out there in California, that wanted to be actresses or actors. And so it's like waitress by day, actor by night, or on the weekends, I guess. Anyway, the Kandi and the Gang show, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it. I'm honestly not that interested in watching it, but it's not getting the best reviews online so far. And I do believe a lot of these reality shows, especially these Housewives franchises, the viewership is not as high as it used to be because it's been going on for so long. It's like, how long can these things really last? And Kandi has been on the Real Housewives now for a very long time. She started on the second season of the Real Housewives and she's still on there. So she would be at this point the longest running housewife on the Atlanta franchise because NeNe started, but NeNe had a few seasons where she wasn't on it, and of course she's not on it anymore. Well, I'm wondering, and I would love to get your thoughts, is Kandi and the Gang a hood version of Vanderpump Rules? And the reason I ask that is because of a lot of the things that people are saying about the show. Again, I haven't watched it. Not sure if I'm going to take any time to watch it, but I would really love to know your thoughts. And I got this story from Sandra Rowe's blog, and I'm going to read some of the things that she said and some of the comments. So the story reads, Bravo's new reality TV series, Kandi and the Gang, is getting terrible reviews on social media. The new series premiered on March 6th and features Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss, her mom, Joyce, and her aunts, Bertha and Nora. The series centers around Kandi's Old Lady Gang restaurant on Peters Street in Southwest Atlanta. We learn in the first 5 minutes that Joyce, Bertha, and Nora are Old Lady Gang in name only. The women, who are in their 80s, don't actually run the restaurant or work in the kitchen. Now, did we really expect them to? But anyway. Oh, and they despise the staff. 2 of the restaurant's hostesses are strippers, and Kandi hired a band of misfits to prepare the food. It's apparent that Kandi is unprepared to run any restaurant. Every time she opens her mouth, her husband Todd corrects her. There are so many problems with OLG, and they all begin with Kandi. She's not a very good judge of character. That's probably why she brought back hostess Chandrika Okay, I'm not even gonna say anything. Her name is Chandrika Robinson, who we're told was previously fired for insubordination. Chandrika doesn't get along with the restaurant's manager, Philip, who sent her home for talking back to him. The first thing Kandi wanted to know was why he sent Chandrika home just for being rude. Okay. So some of the reviews on Twitter, someone says that all these old lady gang ex-employees claiming they came back because they wanted to see a black-owned business succeed. Baby, we know y'all came back to be on TV, LOL. And of course they did. Of course they did. And who fires somebody and then brings them back when they had a cause for firing them? I don't know. It doesn't sound like the blog says. She is a good judge of character and really knows how to run a restaurant. And I know the pickings are slim out there right now because as someone who is a business owner and an employer, there's a lot of people that do not want to work these days. But that's neither here nor there. Getting back to the tweets. Old lady gang scenes were stressful. Please find some order in that place. Your mom and aunts were what kept me watching. And someone says, not to eat at Old Lady Gang. It's a long line and the restaurant is poorly managed. Maybe ask at Lisa Vanderpump for some help. Okay. I didn't even see that tweet before I, wanted to know, is this a hood version of Vanderpump Rules? So someone thinks so. Someone says, the Blaze host asked the Old Lady Gang host if they use iPads when checking customers in. She replies, we in the hood, baby, we don't do all that. She sounds ignorant and crazy. Hashtag do your homework. Hashtag iPads are used in the hood restaurants. Hashtag Kandi and the gang. Someone says, child, Chandrika is unbelievable, bruh, for real. She is too much. They need to remove her position from host. I don't know if they mistyped because I don't know. But they need to remove her position from hostess of the Old Lady Gang, period. And someone says, there is no structure at Old Lady Gang and it's stressing me out. Now, we know the Old Lady Gang restaurant has gotten a lot of poor reviews online from customers. And also, there's been a number of violations when the health inspector has come to do the inspections. So for those reasons, I'm not really sure if people are really paying attention when they want to come and eat at this restaurant, or they're just really doing it in hopes of running into Kandi or Todd or somebody that they can take a selfie with to post it on social media and tag them. Because we do live in this age of social media where everything is, let's take a selfie, let's post it on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, and tag people. And it's just for a moment. These are people just like you and I. They're not much more important than you, but I mean, people fan out for people, so I guess it is what it is. But I don't know, somebody in the comments on the blog wrote their food looked bad when they had family dinners at the aunts' houses before they even opened a restaurant. People make some homemade dried up mac and cheese, and all of a sudden they're going to open a soul food restaurant. They have no experience and won't spend money to pay for proper staff. Now, I'll be honest, I feel like that comment right there is 100% on. And not even just about Kandi, but a lot of people who think about opening restaurants just because they think that somebody's cooking is good. It's more than that when it comes to having a full-blown restaurant like Kandi has. And I don't know if this is a good idea. I believe I heard that her show was signed on for several seasons, so there's a whole lot more to come where this show is involved. But with the health code issues, the violations, the write-ups, having to shut down the restaurant. I didn't watch the first episode, so I heard that the power went out and Todd was asking why don't we have a generator? I believe that Kandi is the financier backing this, and he was supposed to be the one that is making sure all of those things on the back end are handled. And not only him, but whoever they've hired to be the manager. It just doesn't sound like this person said they really know how to operate a restaurant. And just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean that you should be owning a restaurant. Maybe invest in someone else and be the backing behind it. But you know how Kandi is. I heard one of the YouTubers I watch a lot of his content, Armand Wiggins, he can't stand Kandi. He always says, Kandi want all the money. Kandi want all the money. I can't stand Kandi. And when you see things like this, it kind of gives credence to what he says, where it's like, Kandi wants all the money. Because even somebody else's review of the show that I watched, apparently she had a commercial where she has like her own hair product line. It's like, girl, okay, jack of all trades, master of none. That is one of the things I would say about Kandi. Yeah, she's smart in business and she makes a lot of money. We know that about her from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the things that she's shared and the things that she's done. Okay. But I will say, yeah, she was a millionaire before she got on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But let's be honest, being on this platform is really what catapulted her to make way more than she probably would have ever done if it were not for having this platform. And people love her. And then like Armand Wiggins, there are people who can't stand her. So there are going to be people that are going to support what she does just because they like her, not just because she is great at what she does, or she has great products, or an amazing restaurant. Period. So it sounds like to me that, yeah, the old lady gang and this cool, I'm about to say Kool and the Gang, Kandi and the Gang show is a hood version of Vanderpump Rules. I'm not saying Vanderpump Rules is a good show either, because I don't watch it and I think that show's trash too, but it's had several seasons. So why not have Kandi and the Gang have several seasons of this show as well? But I don't know if it's something that she really wants to do in the way that it seems like they're doing so far in the first episode. From what I've heard about Vanderpump Rules, a lot of it is outside of the restaurant, following the lives of the staff and everything outside of the restaurant. And it's just small bits and pieces and portions of them in the restaurant. And if Kandi's having issues like this, I don't really know if she wants to put that on display so much. But it's what's happening so far. We'll see what comes. I haven't watched it again. I don't know if I will, but you all can let me know in the comment section if you have watched it and what you think about it. And let me know, do you think this is something like Bertha said about Todd a few years ago?
They never got no pictures. We was telling you a story, Mama.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.